Welcome back to another video. I'm your trader Sam, and this one is going to be crucial. A lot has happened in the last couple of days. Price has been sporadic, stopping out long traders, stopping out short traders, taking liquidity from both ends of the market. The market makers have been having an absolute field day, filling up their bags as usual. So make sure that you stay tuned so that you can take advantage of future setups. Now, before we jump into this, guys, please remember I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say in this video is for educational purposes. And you know what time it is. It's that time of the day. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, guys, for the algorithm. Show some love. Your support is really going to go a long way, so I appreciate that. All right, now let's crack on. So I want to start off here with the Discord Legends community on my thread where I am updating the legends. So about 36 hours ago, I said here, nice SFP into the MPOC legends. This is definitely a sign of strength. Decent volume in that drop, as well with trapped short traders aggressively shorting the lows. This was right after a news event and after the New York opening. So we had this massive drop to the downside. We had these levels marked off. We had this MPOC, this daily level. Price came down aggressively, but managed to close that 15-minute candle above the MPOC and point of control. It was from there that price did consolidate for some time, and then we did get that move to the upside. Looking for context with that trade, I also mentioned that the ES is also at support and getting a reaction. So we had support here for the ES, S&P 500 at 4,262. And as you could see at the time, price was getting a small reaction from that zone. And this was a 618 retracement as well. I also mentioned the DXY is banging on support. So if it loses this level, we should see some more continuation to the upside for crypto. So this level down here, you can see where price had come and hit several times. I didn't actually have it marked out, but the legends know what I'm talking about. It was at roughly $106. You can see we had one touch here, several touches over here, and we formed this bearish M-shaped pattern. And eventually this level was broken, which subsequently did give us that rise as expected for the rest of the crypto market. Now, this update was given less than 24 hours ago. Legends, we did have slight bullish CVD divergences on this move to the upside. Yesterday, I did like the drop. We had SFPing the lows and staying above the point of control. We did gain acceptance above that NPOC at 27,511 as well. I'm expecting a bit of continuation to the upside. So this was when price was at 27,619. So you can see how I'm building context here, going all the way to about 36 hours ago where we did have that initial drop that we were looking for. Taking that liquidity at these lows here at the point of control, but then gaining acceptance back above. Classic SFP, and now that's something that we teach here rigorously. We love SFP swing failure patterns. Not all of them, because you do need to look at the context of the trade. However, when you do grasp the concept of this trading strategy, it is, in my opinion, the best because you have a clear invalidation zone. You know exactly where your stop loss is going. That's the risk management. That's what we teach here. That's the most important thing above all else. And what's great about these setups is they give a really good risk to reward. So right after that update yesterday, less than 24 hours ago, I did say, legends, my take profit zones have been circled. We do have confluence at both of these zones. So as you can see here, I found some confluence by using the fixed range tool in two different places. I managed to find this confluence that we had at the 618 retracement, matching up with the value area high, as well as the 786 retracement matching up with this other fixed range pull value area high. Now, both of these zones were hit. And about an hour ago, I did update the community saying, not interested in this latest SFP legends. Market structure is still bullish for now, and there is no bearish CVD divergences. Divergences have been bullish as of late. So you can see that we did have a swing failure of this level up here at roughly 28,085. This wick right over here. This could in fact yield a pullback here. However, I'm not interested in it. I'm currently looking for longs. CVD has been quite bullish. We are not seeing any bearish CVD on the charts. And the DXY and the ES are matching up to my hypothesis at the moment, which you will see in a second. It is very important to check the overall context, not just what Bitcoin is doing, but the DXY, the S&P 500, looking at CVD divergences, looking at order flow. Now, these are something, guys, that we do talk about regularly in the Discord community. So if you want to learn more about order flow and CVD and find out how much that can help your trading, well, I highly suggest that you check the link below in the description to our Legends Discord community. I then go on to say, we may see a slight pullback as the ES is testing the value area low of this range. However, this bottom that is being put in for the ES does look bullish, so I do see some more upside for BTC in the coming days and weeks. Now, if you remember, guys, in one of my last updates, I was talking about the possibility of us forming a bullish inverse head and shoulders pattern down here, which could see us get a move back up within this range. Now, it looks like we have formed the shoulder and the head here, and we could get a slight pullback, which would match up with Bitcoin, right? Because both of these assets are at resistance right now, which is perfect. We like to see that correlation between the two of them. Now, if they both get that slight pullback and then make that higher low for a continuation to the upside, well, happy days. I mean, that's something that definitely looks possible. Nothing is sure in trading, but we're looking for high probable setups to get ourselves into the best positions and to make sure that we know which positions we want to hold for a little bit longer, where to take profits, etc. I also mentioned price action from the DXY looks bearish as well, with the rejection at resistance, and now we've formed this head and shoulders reversal pattern, Legends. You may remember in the previous updates, I was talking about the DXY getting this bearish reaction at the $107 range. And as you can see, we did form this slight diamond reversal pattern here on lower time frames. But overall, this larger picture here, it looks like we are forming a head and shoulders pattern with the left shoulder here, the head up here, and now the right shoulder slightly higher. But nonetheless, this is a valid pattern and it is looking bearish, right? Because we had that retracement back up to roughly the 618. Price got smashed there and came all the way back down here where it currently is at $106. So this does look like it could potentially get another move to the downside in the coming days. It's important to note, guys, it doesn't mean that it's just going to happen quickly. It could get a bit of a recovery up here. In the meanwhile, Bitcoin and the ES are both at resistance, so that would make sense, right? You've basically got the DXY at support, the ES, Bitcoin at resistance. So you get this slight retracement up here, a bit of recovery for the DXY. And because Bitcoin and the ES are at resistance, you could expect them to get a slight pullback to the downside before potentially going up to higher prices. It's really important to understand the context that I'm explaining here. You'll also remember, guys, I was talking about this very important zone up here. We have a lot of confluence. You can see this cluster of volume just right over here, extremely important, where we did get that massive drop from. I am expecting Bitcoin to come up here at some point. Now, I'm expecting at least these highs at 28,600 approximately to be tested. However, I do see the potential for us to come up and hit this zone that I have highlighted. This is one of my take profit zones, and I will be looking at CVD divergences, looking at the context of the ES, the DXY, order flow, and I'll be making an informed decision with my alerts set at the time to look to potentially get into short positions. If we have no reaction at that zone, then happy days. I hold my position and I look for higher prices. It's important to note, guys, you should always take profits along the way just to make sure that if price does reverse, that you have something to show for it. Now, this retracement that we could get here for Bitcoin, I'm not sure how low it can go, right? We just need to mark off our levels and have alerts set so that we can assess the situation when or if price does get there. The levels that I am looking at locally here for a potential consolidation over the weekend are going to be this daily level at 27,769. So this would be the back test of this daily. We broke out above the daily and we are yet to back test it. Beneath us, we do have this point of control and value area low as well. The next level would be the value area high of this overall range here that we have been trading inside of since the 18th of August. Now, we did break above it, so that would be the back test of the value area high. You can see we have actually hit it a couple of times. So if price were to come down there, it wouldn't be looking the best for Bitcoin, because basically once you break out of a range, if price does go back into that range and gain acceptance, well, then it could be looking quite bearish. So basically, to remain bullish here, guys, we really need to stay above 27,150. Looking on higher time frames, guys, we can see here that this level has been tested numerous times. And the more we keep banging on this resistance level, eventually it will pop. If we are looking at this like an ascending triangle, this pattern here can give us some sort of guideline on how long it can potentially take us to get that break to the upside. Given that it's the weekend right now and volatility is likely to be low, I'm not expecting that we do get the breakout happening over the weekend. However, we could possibly expect this to happen at some time next week. I'm personally in a long position on Bybit. I do have my levels set for the pullbacks as well, and I will be assessing the situation if or when those alerts go off, because I will be looking to add to my position. Guys, if you are looking for, in my opinion, the best exchange to do trading on, then honestly look no further than Bybit. I mean, there's no secret why all the top traders in the industry use it. It seriously is the best. And also you can claim up to $30,000 worth in bonuses by clicking that link below as well. So take advantage of that while it lasts. So that's it for this update on Bitcoin. It was a very informative one, but I hope that you did find value from this, talking about context and how you can build it all together using confluences as well, just to paint that overall picture so that you do know which direction price is likely headed. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.